Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday, the 12th day of April. It's Deskfest Day, so eating your breakfast on your desk.
Oh, I see.
It's also Hamster Day, Drop Everything and Read Day, International Day for Street Children, National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day.
Oh, I love grilled cheese sandwiches.
National Licorice Day. Oh, man. National Only Child Day. So if you're an only child, wish yourself a happy day because, you got no siblings to do that. And Walk on Your Wild Side Day. All of those things and much, much more happening today. And I'm so excited to visit with our guest, a very funny stand-up comic. I've always thought he was hilarious. Lenny Clarke is his name. He's got a new series on NBC. He's been on this for a bit now. It's called Extended Family. He's playing Jim's dad in this program, and it looks good, and I'm excited to chat with him all about that coming up in just a bit.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at BetterCreditCards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at BetterCreditCards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At BetterCreditCards.com.
BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This could change how we all come to a conclusion on a 50-50 proposition, Heidi, not to mention how football games are started. University of Amsterdam has found that when flipping a coin, the chances of heads or tails coming up are not 50-50.
Oh.
They analyzed the results of 350,757 coin flips using 46 different currencies. They found that coins had a 50.8% chance of landing on the same side that they started on. Their conclusion says, the researchers pointed out, if you bet $1 on the outcome of a coin toss and you repeat the bet 1,000 times, knowing the starting position of the coin would earn you $19 additional on average.
Oh. That's interesting. I would have never guessed.
This is better than the casino advantage for a 6-deck blackjack against an optimal strategy player. So whatever all that stuff means. Anyway, what they're saying is 50.8% of the time it's going to land the same way that it starts. If it starts heads up, a little better chance it's going to land heads up.
Well, there you go.
I don't know about all that. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that there's an island off the coast of Scotland where a local grocer had a boo-boo, but he turned it into a national charity event? Dan Dafyd, D-A-F-Y-D-D, I think that's how you'd say that. He wanted 80 chocolate Easter eggs to sell at his shop around Easter time. But instead of getting 80 eggs, he got 80 cases of eggs.
Oh, no.
Well, the total island population is only 500. He's like, what am I going to do with all of these eggs? He decided to raffle off groups of 100 with proceeds going to the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. They rescue dozens of people and vessels every year. The international media picked up on it, and it proved to be such a big hit. In the ultimate irony, Daft had to order more eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had 80 eggs that he wanted. He ended up with 80 cases. In the end, he had to order more eggs because it was such a popular thing.
That's pretty cool.
They ended up raising, I'm looking to see here, like 25,000 US dollars is what it would have turned into. It was 20,000 pounds, $25,300. So that's cool.
That is cool.
All right.
We don't know everything. Been your good news.
Yeah, that could have been my good news. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by Radiosavings.com. And we're going to start with this. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, easily held on to the #1 spot at the box office. They're saying that it earned just under $32 million last weekend. And I know Heidi is disappointed that she didn't get to go out and see it.
I really am.
She was so bummed out. She's like, oh,
It's a shame.
I wanted to see. No, Heidi was really going, what? There's another movie about that?
I just can't believe how many of those they make.
It's pretty cool. First Omen did well. That was a prequel.
That is one I
know.
wanted to see.
She wanted me to go to that. I'm like, I don't know.
I really, really wanted to see it.
It's a prequel to the 1976 horror film, and it opened with like an $8.4 million.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I know. That's just, we have different tastes. And Kristen Wiig got a star-studded reception when she hosted Saturday Night
Love
Live.
her.
And this is her 5th time, so she got to join the Elite 5 Times Club. And there's a bunch of other really important, big-time celebrity people who have also been in the 5-time club. But anyway, she's one of them now, so... I haven't seen the show in quite a while, but
I haven't either, but I do love Kristen Wiig.
When I watch clips, I usually laugh. I haven't like devoted the time. One of these days, maybe. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. According to a poll, nearly 50% of American adults say they wish they had studied more in college. Heidi, what say you?
I wasn't there long enough to study.
How long were you in college?
A semester.
So is that like best counted in weeks or days? Like how many classes did you make it to?
Oh, gosh, I could probably count them on one hand.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun, though.
Her major was partying, and her minor was going broke. So, do you still owe school debt?
No,
that's good. That's really good.
It was paid for in full.
Okay, it was all paid for in advance.
It was.
Oh, that's part of the problem, I think, right there. And a new study says 33 is the happiest age. What say you, Heidi?
I would disagree with that completely.
When would you say you were the happiest in your entire life?
I think I'm pretty happy right now.
I was hoping that you wouldn't say, I don't know, like 2 weeks before I met you. We've been married now 24 years, so, I could see her saying something like that, but only in jest. And moving on, can you imagine the joy of seeing your beloved pet dog that went missing 7 months ago? In March, dog dad...
I love these stories.
Maron Human, I probably said it all wrong, sorry, miraculously received word that his dog Mishka had been found. It was puzzling, though, how Mishka the dog ended up 2,300 miles away from her home in San Diego.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Somebody stole the dog, probably.
Last month, a resident in Michigan called police about a stray dog. Luckily, Mishka was microchipped, and a local shelter identified her owner. Even luckier, Hauman and his family happened to be visiting Minneapolis for Easter at the time.
What are the odds?
Yeah, he made the 10-hour drive to pick up his beloved pet. The shelter that helped with the reunion posted a video on Facebook showing the dog's tail wagging, and the family was happy. The strangest part, somebody taught Mishka to sit while she was away. So they're like...
Yeah, somebody stole that dog.
We have no idea what's going on.
Somebody had that dog.
Yeah, but anyway... Glad that he got his dog back. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited for a comedy call today with Lenny Clarke. How are you, man?
John, I'm doing great. I mean, I can't believe I've got a network show at my age. I tell people I'm the second oldest guy on network TV, and Tom Selleck's not doing that good.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited right now to chat with you about NBC's Extended Family. And let's talk a little bit about this program and how you got involved in this.
Well, the owner of the Boston Celtics, his name is Rick Grossbeck. He's also an executive producer on the show, as well as his wife, Amelia. They had asked me if I'd be interested in doing something to TV show with them a few years back, and I said, of course I would. And then Tom Warner had said, Lenny, would you like to do another show with me? And I go, I'd do anything with you. And then Mike O'Malley, who's the showrunner, and, you never have from Yes There and movies, and he said, Lenny, we'd really love you to do the show. And they started the show, and no one called me. So I just figured it was, done. And then they called me up and said, would you come out and do a couple shows? And I said, I'd love it. So I went out, and I shot one show, and I was walking by the green room, and I saw my face on the camera, and someone from NBC said, this isn't working out. I went, oh, my God, they're going to fire me. And then Lionsgate, the great film company, they said, yeah, it's definitely not working out. We need him in every show. And I went, whoa,
nice.
Hey, man, this is great. So we reshot the pilot. We reshot a couple shows. And if you haven't seen it, you can stream it on Peacock and get caught up with it, because we've already been on about 8 shows or so. And it is a really funny show. Donald Faison, he's his own party, the kid from Scrub.
Oh, yeah.
And John Cryer, to time anyone at John Cryer, and Abigail Spencer, she's worth it just to tune in, just to look how good she looks. What a beautiful girl. And the best dressed lady on TV, that's what I tell her. And then the 2 kids, Finn Sweeney and Sophia Campana. Oh, what a cast, and I feel blessed to be working with these people.
Well, and I'm sure they're excited to work with you. In addition to the television show, because you've done this, you've done other TV shows. You've been a stand-up comic for a long time. You're a very funny guy, and people just love you, Lenny.
Oh, John, that's so nice of you to say, Lenny. I appreciate that. I've been doing stand-up almost 50 years. And, when I started, there was only about 100 comedians working the whole country. And I'm talking about the famous Pryor, George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield, were all friends of mine. I was blessed to meet these giants. And now there's only about 100 people that aren't comedians in the country today.
That's true. That's the way it works, isn't it? And the comedy world has changed a lot in that time. But also think about, now you're doing this program on NBC, but we just said you can also stream it on Peacock. Think about how different that is from when you did the show back in the 90s. Back then, I had to be tuned in at a certain time on a certain network at a certain night and watch a show. Now, I can watch it when I have time. How amazing is that?
I can't get over it. I think maybe if we had that back in the 90s, I'd still be on my original show. I had a great show.
It was great.
That was doing terrific in the ratings. And everyone really liked it. The critics liked it. The people liked it. And then the first Gulf War broke out, and they said, Lenny will not be seen tonight, so we can bring you the war in the Gulf. Man, I was furious. And that set me back. But, I'm thrilled that I've had the career I've had. I've done a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies. And after this, I'm going to Florida and get started in the elderly. I'm really big at the village.
Well, you're a living legend, and I'm excited that we had a chance to have you on the program. Lenny, thank you so much for your time today.
Hey, John, if I'm ever out your neck of the woods, you got my number. I'd love to stop by and see you in person.
That would be wonderful. I would absolutely love that. Again, Lenny Clarke has been our guest today. Very, very funny guy. And he's on a program on NBC. It's called Extended Family. And there's a bunch of funny people in this. But Lenny absolutely brings the laughs. Again, it's called Extended Family. It's on NBC. You can also find it on the Peacock Network. So if you missed any of the first episodes, you can still catch up. Again, Peacock Network. I'll throw a link to the trailer. I'll throw a link to all the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The most expensive object ever built is the International Space Station, clocking in at $150 billion.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The average brassiere is designed for just 6 to 9 months of use. Okay. I'm not even going to ask Heidi because I guarantee you way more than that. Fun fact for you,
Sometimes
Heidi.
I don't even wash it that often.
Ugh. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Pound for pound, hamburgers cost more than a new car. Yeah, pound for
Oh,
pound.
yeah, I suppose.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ulcers are more aggravated by decaffeinated coffee than regular coffee. Well, that's good to
Okay.
know. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The heart symbol was first used to mean love around 1250. Prior to that, it represented foliage. So the heart was more like a leaf.
Okay.
So they would draw this thing and it meant a leaf. And then somebody was like, I'm going to say that means love. I heart you. You're like, I leaf you? I don't know. I don't get it.
You.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 30% of us admit that we've done this at work. What is it?
Take a nap?
No, looked through a coworker's desk. I do that all the time. I dig through Heidi's drawers.
You do all
She's
the
got better
time.
snacks than I have. Her pens. Look
Yeah,
at this
you
one.
stole my
I got one
pen.
right here. It is an Energel liquid gel
Yes,
pen. This is nice.
I know you.
My handwriting looks better with this stolen pen from you. I mean, everything about it.
good.
I'm keeping this. I wrote my name on it.
I
now.
know you stole it.
Mint
I
Mobile
saw
question
that.
of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at mintervention.com. That's mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Recently, 7-Eleven announced that they've teamed up with Miracle Seltzer on 4 new sparkling seltzer drinks. The first 3 flavors are lemon lime. That I could see that. Green apple. I like that. And sweet orange. All what you'd expect. But the 4th is hot dog water.
Ew.
Wait a minute. What?
Ew.
Yeah. Supposedly tastes like the water from boiled hot dogs,
Ew.
complete with mustard and ketchup. The company explained, gone are the days of alternating bites of a hot dog with sips of beverage.
Ew,
Because now, those on the
gross.
go can swap the bun for bubbles. The convenience store chain says, more details that were released, that it probably was just an April Fool's Day prank when this was sent out, because it came out pretty much the same time. They said, will this be, I'll be drinking this next to that macaroni and cheese scented candle. So apparently several people had silly things, but it came out recently, like, again, right around April Fool's Day. So I'm pretty sure the first 3 are real and the last one's probably not.
Wow.
All right. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, we are going to make some people mad right now. I don't intend to, but I'm reading a list that I didn't create.
Okay.
According to a consultation with 10 travel and tourism review sites, these are the 7. I only have 10. Or I only have 7 of the top 10. The 7 most overrated tourist attractions in the United States.
Oh, boy. Here we
So
go.
there are going to be some people upset. So number 7, they say, is Bourbon Street. I've not been there.
I've never been there. I want to.
And that's in New Orleans. Number 6 is the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We went there. I thought that was kind of cool in Hollywood. 6 was Lombard Street in San Francisco. I've been there. 4, Times Square, New York. I've been there. 3, Plymouth Rock, Plymouth, Massachusetts. I've not been there. The number 2, according to this, most overrated tourist attraction. The number 2 is Las Vegas. What? I don't quite
Okay.
understand. And the number 1, which I'm going to have some people from my home state upset for me even saying this, The number one most overrated tourist attraction, according to this site, is Mount Rushmore near Keystone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Wall Drug.
No. I would have understood if they said Wall Drug or if they would have said the Corn Palace. Two other things from South Dakota.
But Mount Rushmore, that one surprises me. I think
that
that's
is the
beautiful.
Again, don't be mad at me. I've got a link to it. You can go and chase after them. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis by allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Quote today is from Bo Derek, who said, "Whoever said money can't buy happiness simply didn't know where to go shopping."
I love that.
Heidi is a huge fan of shopping. You know who's not?
Oh my gosh,
me.
you.
I hate shopping. It is just not my thing. Here's what I do like. I like taking a nap in the parking lot while Heidi's shopping. Okay, maybe I don't want to say I like that, but that is what I do. I like that more than shopping, at least.
You do like that.
Yeah. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I think this is really cool. I am not a sports fella. I'm not into any of them sports ball things. I don't watch any of that. So I hope I say the guy's name right. But this is a great story coming from, where is this? I don't even know what team he plays for. Well, I'm off to Pittsburgh Pirates. So there's a 23-year-old baseball phenom, fresh off his collegiate success, and is now a key prospect for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He announced a pledge that is sure to make a significant impact beyond the ballpark. So this young man, Paul Skenes, how would you say that? Skens?
Skens? I don't know.
Well, he went on social media
Skenes?
to say he has got a mission to raise $100,000 for the Gary Sinise Foundation.
Oh, I love that so much.
And he's going to donate $100 for every strikeout. So every time he strikes somebody out, even the person that gets striked out could applaud because they're like,
"That is beautiful.
Just helped you raise $100, buddy."
He
said,
must come from a military family.
He said, "I'm personally donating $100 for every strikeout I record this season." And he's got a link where you can go to join his mission if you'd like to help as well.
I love that.
Anyway, he said he's supporting the Gary Sinise Foundation to raise funds for our nation's veterans and first responders.
Beautiful.
And if you're not familiar with the Gary Sinise Foundation, there's a link here where you can learn more about that. But it is a really amazing organization. And this is such a cool story. And again, I love the fact that he's doing this.
Yeah.
He has a mission to have 1,000 strikeouts. Wow. And he has a mission to raise 100 for each one. So that is 100,000 strikeouts that he's planning for. Love. So again, I'm not a sports guy, but I'd be cheering for this dude because I love that. I can get on board that. And I think even people who don't like the team, if they're like fans of another team, I think they could even get behind this. So super smart, super neat. Paul, kudos to you, my friend. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.